Hey y'all, I'm here with another quick video. I just wanted to touch on this really fast. Again, I'm not going to be here very long because I really could care less. So Nicki Minaj said that she's retiring. Do I believe that she is retiring? No. I believe that Nicki Minaj is taking a break because she cannot deal with the criticism that is coming pretty hard at her. I also think that with the fact that the female rap landscape is changing, she has to compete a whole lot more, and I think that Nicki at this point in her career feels like she shouldn't have to compete with anybody. Um in the grand scheme of things, you don't have to compete with anybody because you are Nicki Minaj. And as I've said in 1,010 of my videos about her, I really believe that she forgets that. She keeps saying it, but I really think that she forgets who she is in the grand scheme of things. But when it gets down to like a technical level, yes, you kind of do. You do have to compete. You just do at the end of the day because um it's a whole new generation now of female rappers, and not just that, but take away the female rappers, there's a whole new generation period that's coming up. My generation, we're getting old at this point. We're 25 and up. So my generation is the one who really, started out with Nicki and stuff like that. That's people who are about 25 and up, to be quite honest, maybe a little bit younger, but not by that much. I'll give you at the most, I'll give you at the bare minimum 21 and up, at the very bare minimum 21 and up, but mostly I'd say like 24 and up is really like the generation that kind of grew up with Nicki, you know what I mean, like during her reign and stuff like that. um and I feel like there's a new generation that's now coming in and they're looking for something else, you know what I mean, like so yeah, so I don't really think that Nicki's retiring. I think Nicki's taking a break. I do believe that she should take a break, and she needs to concentrate on herself. And this is not me trying to be like ignorant or nothing when I say this, but in all honesty, Nicki needs to sit down with somebody professionally and talk to them about her feelings, because it's clear that she's dealing with a lot, and it's hard for her to handle it. It's hard for her to handle the fact that she's not the number one girl anymore. It's hard to handle the fact that she is getting compared to a lot of these other girls. And I feel like she doesn't really know how to deal with that. The other day when she was on live or whatever, because she did some little weird ass video with her husband, and then she got on live with Tay and stuff like that to talk about it. And she said how going forward she's gonna start dragging every single person. She's gonna start telling her barbs, like she hasn't already, to go and drag all of the people that has something to say about her. Nicki, if you're really gonna do that, we will be here forever. And that just shows how insecure that she really is. And she has no reason to be insecure. That's the thing that boggles me about Nicki. Nicki has no reason to be insecure. Even with all of these other girls coming up, you still have no reason to be insecure because you're still you. No matter how much success that Cardi gets, and I believe that out of everybody, Cardi really grinds her gears because of all of the success that Cardi has had. And she, me personally, I'm not about to get into the whole thing about Cardi not writing her raps. Do I feel like Cardi writes all her raps? No. But do I feel like she writes some of them? Yes, because before she was popping, she had music. And I'm not gonna even go back and forth with nobody on that. That's neither here nor there. Um, but the point of the matter is that Cardi, no Cardi, you're still you. You're still Nicki. You shouldn't feel that insecure about the whole situation. I'm sitting here watching Everyday Struggle, and facts like DJ Academics brought up the fact that you're bringing up in 2019 when you was talking to Joe about shit that happened with Motorsport. Motorsport was 2 years ago. Nicki, on some real shit, nobody cared about that shit but you and maybe a few of the barbs, but nobody cared about that Motorsport shit. That Motorsport situation was probably the most annoying situation I have ever seen in such a long time when it comes to rap. It was so annoying and it was so unnecessary. And everybody but you has moved on from it. Now, when she did say that she was retiring, I seen a lot of people that was, happy. A lot of people was indifferent. I think at this point, let me take the barbs out of it, because of course the barb is always gonna be there for you. But I do believe that as the general public as a whole, I don't want to say that we're tired of Nicki, but at this point, I feel like the general public could do without Nicki. That's literally at this moment how the general public feels. Let's just be real about it. Because at this point, the only time that you really hear about Nicki is when Nicki's going to fuck off on somebody about something, or she's on Queen Radio going off or something like that, and her music has declined in the past few years. And people could be upset about me saying that, but it's facts. Her music has declined as far as quality is concerned. Megatron came and went, and I'm so tired of y'all barbs talking about some, oh well, it debuted at Megatron, but where is it now? It's not on the charts anymore. She's on Hot Girl Summer is on the charts, but we all know at the end of the day that Nicki hopped on that track when it was already done. And part of the reason why that song is charting and doing well is mostly because of Meg, and she hopped on that train and she hopped on that wave, which there's nothing wrong with that. Drake is the king of hopping on waves, so I will never get mad at her for doing that. But her individually, her music, as of recently, the past 2 years, I would say, they have not been up to par as far as the general public is concerned. That's why they're not sticking, you know? And I want to touch real fast on the whole thing about Nicki not being like very personal and stuff like that. And she went off on somebody from Hip Hop DX who said that about her, because that's a common thing that's said about her. And she did list some songs and stuff like that. I think okay, I don't want to say what everybody else is. I'm gonna tell you me personally. Yes, you do have songs like Dear Old Nicki. You brought up Dear Old Nicki, but Dear Old Nicki is from your very first album. That's from Pink Friday. You kind of talk you Ganja Bird. Like, in my opinion, the songs, like for instance that was on Queen, that was about your life, quote unquote, to me they were very surface. It wasn't nothing that you was really getting into depth about. And I feel like at this point in Nicki's career, people are looking for, yes, this is what I said in my other video, people are looking for a lemonade from Nicki. That's what's going on at this point. People are looking for a whole body of work, not just a song or two, but a whole body of work that is very introspective, that is lyrically amazing, and it really gives us a good sense of who she is. Nicki has a lot that she can talk about. She can talk about her, even if she don't want to go too deep. She could talk about what happened with her and Meek. She could talk about the fact that she got a new man now. She could talk about the the situation that happened with Cash Money. She could talk about the whole situation between Wayne and Birdman and stuff like that. She has a lot that she can talk about, and it seems like she wants to talk about it, but not in her music. She wants to go on Queen Radio and rant and rave about it. And you can do whatever it is that you want, but I'm just telling personally what I personally want as far as her being more introspective. And I think that's what other people are looking for as well. Not just a song or two about it, but give us your lemonade, Nicki. That's what I really want her to do. I want her to go take a break, go sit down, go get her thoughts together, get her mind together, and come back and drop a lemonade on our asses, so that nobody will really have nothing else to say. Because that is true. For you to be in this industry as long as you have, Nicki, you don't have a body of work that thoroughly covers who you are as a person in and out. And that's facts. And people can be mad at me. The closest thing that she has is Pink Friday, and that's fine, but Pink Friday was her first album. Nicki is on album 5 and she's 10 years deep in the game. We need a little bit more than that. So again, I don't really think that Nicki's retiring. I think Nicki's just taking a break because she can't handle a lot of the stuff that's going on right now. That's why she even said in a tweet, I know you guys are happy. That's passive aggressive as fuck. Like, Nicki is the queen of being passive aggressive. Um, that's very passive aggressive. And it's not that, oh, everybody is happy. It's the fact that it's clear that it's hard. You don't take criticism very well, and that's something that you need to work on. But again, what I'm personally looking for Nicki is, I need Nicki to be a little bit more introspective. I need a body of work, not a song or two, or a line or two, or pointing me back to stuff that happened 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago. We're not talking about that. They're old Nicki, exactly. They're old Nicki. We are talking about in 2019. That's all I gotta say, y'all. I'm so glad I ain't gotta talk about her no more. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm tired of making videos about her. But I do love her, so